A drug enforcement agent went to this farm, told the farmer he was there to do a surprise inspection to make sure he wasn't growing anything that he shouldn't grow. So the farmer said, "That's fine, just don't go in that field right over there." The drug enforcement agent pulled out his badge and said, "You see this badge? This badge says I can go anywhere I want to." The farmer said, "That's fine, just don't go in that field right over there." Well, of course, that's right where the drug enforcement agent went. A little while later, the farmer hears this horrible yelling and screaming, and he turns and looks, and the drug enforcement agent is running for his life. And the bull is chasing him. It's right on his tail. It doesn't look like he's going to make it to the fence. So the farmer yells, "Your badge! Show the bull your badge!" This is my horse, Steph. You can see she's calm, relaxed. We're communicating well. She's doing what I'm asking her to do. In fact, she's actively seeking out my intention. It wasn't always like this. When I first got Steph, she was very nervous, high energy. You couldn't tie her. She was really bad to pull back. And for 2 years, she bucked every single time I put the saddle on her. Now, she wasn't being bad. It was her self-preservation. See, she had been hurt. Her back had been injured, and she was just protecting herself from the pain that she expected the saddle to cause. Well, we have that self-preservation built into us. God created us with a self-preservation instinct to protect us when our lives are in danger, so we can react quicker, fight harder, or run faster like that drug enforcement agent when the bull is chasing us. There is a problem when that self-preservation is hijacked by your ego. A good example of this is the story of Balaam. Balaam was on a journey with his donkey, and God sent an angel to oppose him. Balaam didn't see the angel, but the donkey did, and saved Balaam 3 times. The first time the donkey left the road and went out into a field to avoid the angel, and Balaam hit the donkey with his stick. The second time the donkey squeezed up against a stone wall, rubbing Balaam's foot on the wall, and Balaam hit the donkey with the stick again. The third time there was no way to go around the angel, so the donkey laid down, and Balaam hit the donkey with the stick again. Then God allowed the donkey to speak, and the donkey asked Balaam why he had hit him with the stick. And Balaam said to the donkey, "You made me look like a fool. I wish there were a sword in my hand so I could kill you." Do you know someone who would fight to the death to keep from looking bad? Have you seen that person in the mirror? How does that happen? Sin separates our identity from God and elevates our self-image, the identity of ourself apart from God, to take God's place. When Satan rebelled against God, he said, "I will make myself like the Most High." When the serpent tempted Eve in the Garden of Eden, he said, "Your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Separate from God, we base our value on how we perceive others seeing us, and our self-preservation takes over to protect this self-image. The world says your self-image is the most important thing. You must not show weakness. You must appear perfect. God says, "Apart from me you can do nothing. My power is made perfect in weakness." If we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. God didn't create the world and leave it to run on its own. The God who made the world and everything in it upholds the universe by the word of his power. He holds all things together. He gives life and breath and everything to everyone. In him we live and move about and exist. We are not independent power sources. We were created to be vessels for his power. This is what the Lord says, "Cursed is the one who trusts in man, who draws strength from mere flesh, and whose heart turns away from the Lord. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him." Jesus said, "If anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. I used to think taking up your cross had to do with bearing a burden, but considering how it is linked to denying yourself, I now see it as having to do with crucifying your self-image. We are told to put off the old self, to crucify the flesh, to put to death what is earthly in you. How do we do that? A good place to start is to notice when something has triggered our self-preservation and we are protecting our ego. This is easy to spot if we become aware of overreacting. When that happens, say 3 of the most powerful words ever spoken, words guaranteed to create immediate agreement, establish trust, and change lives over and over, if we mean it. Those words are, I was wrong.